Hello, my name is Diana Kwan, and I am the Program Director of the Neuromuscular Medicine Fellowship Program here at the University of Colorado. I'm going to spend the next few minutes telling you a little bit about our program. The Neuromuscular Medicine Fellowship Program at the University of Colorado is the oldest fellowship program offered in the Department of Neurology. We've been training fellows for over 45 years. The program itself has been ACGME accredited since 2008, which is approximately when ACGME accreditation became available for neuromuscular medicine. We have one position per year, and it is a combined spot that includes both neuromuscular medicine and neuromuscular pathology. So at the end of the year, our fellows are eligible to sit for 3 different board certifications. The neuromuscular medicine specialty boards offered by ABPN, the UCNS neuromuscular pathology boards, and also the ABEM, American Board of Electrodiagnostic Medicine for EMG. We have 2 main training hospitals, the University of Colorado, which is our main academic hospital, and then the Children's Hospital Colorado, which is the pediatric academic hospital. As I said, I'm the program director, and our program coordinator is Whitney Tedder. We have an extremely busy clinical practice and a large catchment area. So as you can see from the map, we're located in central Colorado in the city of Aurora, which is the first eastern suburb of Denver. It's essentially contiguous with the city of Denver. And we sit at the intersection of 2 major highways, I-70, which goes east-west, and I-25, which goes north-south. And so that brings patients in from southeastern Wyoming, western Nebraska, western Kansas, and northern New Mexico. So it's a large catchment area. And we are also easily accessible by air because we're served by Denver International Airport, which is a large regional hub located east of our campus. And it serves as the hub for United, Southwest, and Frontier, so it's easy for patients to get in and out of our facility from the airport, and it's also convenient if you live here to get in and out for travel. So I have 2 photos here, one of University Hospital on the left, and you can see the 2 tall buildings in the background there. Those are the inpatient towers. There is actually now a 3rd tower to the west of the newest structure here on the left. Our outpatient clinics are in a shorter building, which you can kind of see here to the east of the inpatient towers towards the orange clouds. And that's where we have our EMG labs, our biopsy suite, our outpatient clinics, our multidisciplinary clinic, all that's in the outpatient wing. And then the photo on the right is Children's Hospital Colorado, which is where the pediatric MDA clinic is. And Children's Hospital is the main pediatric teaching hospital of the University of Colorado. So you can see 2 beautiful new buildings. They are representative of the newness of our campus, which is now about 20 years old, actually. The University of Colorado School of Medicine actually has a very storied past dating back to the 1800s, but this campus is relatively new. We used to be downtown in Denver, but because the facility was too small to accommodate us, we were granted this land out in Aurora, and basically it's been building constantly for the last 20 years. And it actually continues to grow, so new buildings are being built all the time and things are constantly being refreshed, and that's all to accommodate our growing patient and research enterprise. So I put the weekly schedule up here, and as you can see, it's a pretty clear schedule which carries out throughout the year. On Mondays, the fellows are typically in the EMG lab all day. Tuesdays are unscheduled time, so time to do independent research projects or QI projects, to do independent reading, or to complete inpatient EMGs or consults, and just a general time to sort of catch up on whatever needs to be done. Wednesday, we always start the morning with our group meeting, which is at 7:45, and that's a time for us to meet virtually to go over administrative or other issues. And then we'll usually do some cases, things that anyone in our group wants to share with the rest of the group or get input on for specific patients. And then the fellows will do biopsy reading later in the morning and then spend time in neuromuscular clinic in the afternoon. On Thursday is when we have our multidisciplinary clinic, so that is time when the various ancillary services are available for our patients, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, social work, and so a lot of our patients need those types of services, and we have those available for them. On Fridays, our patients can have muscle biopsies. Typically, that's every other week, and then the fellows will do the actual biopsies. They're open biopsies under supervision. On days when there's no biopsies, then they typically will come to the EMG lab. And then in the afternoon, it's an alternating schedule between children's MDA clinic and our EMG lab here at the main adult hospital. In addition to those clinical activities, we also have a very structured didactic program. We have a curated syllabus, which is housed on our education management system called MedHub. And then we also have on MedHub electronic modules that our fellows will complete at their own pace. And we've been using these since the very beginning of our fellowship program, the ACGME fellowship program in 2008. And it's each module has a quiz that is completed at the end just to kind of measure your learning. We also do the weekly case conferences on Wednesday, as I mentioned. There's a monthly research conference, which we choose the topics as we go. And then there's numerous grand rounds and special lectures that we do throughout the year, and lots of QI and other educational resources. Our fellows also belong to the training program partnership, which is through the AANEM. We do have a very busy outpatient practice, as I mentioned. We see about 3,500 neuromuscular patients in our clinics every year. And the fellow has their own cohort of patients that they follow throughout the year. Some of them are new to the practice, and those are allotted 90 minutes for their evaluation. And some of them are patients that are established in the practice. Those we allow 45 minutes. And that's much longer than we attendings take for our own regular outpatient practice. But having that extra time for the fellows really allows time for a good history, a good physical record review, and then adequate time for staffing and some education with each case. With regard to the biopsies, the fellows do about 35 or so muscle biopsies per year, and those are hands-on. They actually do the procedure. We also receive a lot of specimens from other facilities where the tissue is taken, but the specimens are sent here for reading, for processing and reading. And so that's about 150 specimens per year. Most of them muscle, but occasionally we do see some nerve biopsies as well. In the EMG lab, we see approximately 1,700 unique EMG encounters per year, and that's a mixture of routine garden variety kind of cases, but also more complicated studies where we have to do short and long exercise testing, repetitive nerve stimulation, single fiber testing, and we do occasionally do some basic autonomic testing as well. So there's plenty of opportunity for learning both basic and more advanced techniques. And then at Children's Hospital, those patients are typically assigned by educational value and age, and those are pre-reviewed by the attendings over there. They're assigned, and those are known cases that the fellows can read up on prior to having their clinic at Children's. In addition to the structured educational program, there are numerous opportunities for academic enrichment. We have many clinical trials that are currently active. Right now it's about 48, but sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. Just kind of depends on what's going on. But it runs the gamut of neuromuscular disease. So we have studies in acquired and hereditary muscle disease, ALS, hereditary neuropathies, CMT, and transthyretin amyloidosis in particular, but also acquired neuropathies like CIDP, myasthenia gravis, spinal muscular atrophy, among others. And so fellows can participate in these clinical trials if they wish. They can act as sub-investigators or evaluators, and that just gives them a chance to learn in a little bit more detail what is involved in running a clinical trial. Or if fellows have their own ideas, they can come up with their own study and do their own thing. And that's something that some of our fellows have done, and there is research infrastructure to support that. Once the research is done, there's a chance to go to a national or international conference to present that work. Some of the places that our fellows have gone in the past include American Academy of Neurology, AANEM, but Peripheral Nerve Society, Muscle Study Group, MDA, Carol Cruzen. Those are all potential places that fellows can go to showcase their work, and the department will pay if the fellows are presenting something for registration and travel expenses. And so it's a great opportunity to get out there and meet people and just show everybody what you're working on. So our neuromuscular section is very well plugged into the national and international neuromuscular community. And you can see here this list of various consortia and networks that we are part of. I'm not going to read them to you because there's quite a few of them, but this is nice because it allows our fellows to see more complex patients. Patients are attracted to centers where there's known expertise in their disease. And then it also allows the fellows access to some of the other experts in the field who are part of these consortia, and gives them an opportunity to network and begin their citizenship in the neuromuscular community and kind of build their careers going forward. We've been very fortunate in both the diversity and quality of our neuromuscular fellows over the years. I've listed here some of our most recent graduates, and as you can see, many of them have continued to pursue academic careers. Some of them have also chosen to be in practice, and some have chosen neither path. But whatever our fellows have decided that they want to do, we are here to support them. And we feel that at the end of their year of training with us, they are well prepared to provide the best possible patient care in whatever setting or location that may be, whether it's an academic institution, in private practice, out in the rural communities of America, or internationally. This is my second to last slide, and on it I've put some useful information. My email is there, as well as the email for Whitney Tedder, our program coordinator. I've also included some links. The first is for a video which talks a little bit not just about our program, but just generally about the GME program here at the University of Colorado. It has some interviews with residents and fellows and gives you kind of a general idea of the culture of our institution, as well as some information about what it's like to live in Denver and Colorado. The second link is to our department fellowship website. It has a lot of the information that I've talked about, but just some additional detail there. The third link is to the AANEM Fellowship portal, and we will be using the AANEM portal and fellowship match as we have done in previous years. So all of those dates that you see outlined on the portal, those are the dates that we will be using as well. And the final link is to some of our most recent publications, and you can have a look to see just some of the research that we've been up to. I'll leave you with this wonderful image of Colorado, and I'll close by saying that while you'll have a choice of many different fabulous neuromuscular training programs across the country, the things that are special that we can offer you here are these wonderful surroundings, a diverse and very interesting patient population, fun colleagues that you'll look forward to going to work with every day, and a well-rounded and vertically integrated training program that's going to leave you extremely well prepared to take care of the most complex neuromuscular cases. And honestly, what's not to love? So with that, I thank you for your attention, and I hope that we will be able to hear from you soon. Thanks.